people really can truly heal from trauma. I mean, people that have had traumatic experiences, breakups, but and maybe not just breakups. I think everybody goes through breakups at some point in your life. But when you have traumatic breakups or, God forbid, abuse in your past, do people really heal from trauma? I've often wondered if, you hear both sides of the coin. You bury it and get past it. You address it and it's over. What's your opinion? Because one of the other concepts that we talked about before the podcast started, which absolutely you and I are aligned on, is that there is a mind-body connection and a body-mind connection, right? You can't have a sick gut and a healthy mind. No. But you also can't have a healthy mind, a sick mind and a healthy body. And I think a lot of that comes from trauma, maybe unprocessed trauma.
So it depends what you would define as trauma, because sometimes people will, there's the trauma from a breakup and then there's the trauma from your parent dying. And those are at the time, a breakup trauma can be just as intense, but most people get over the breakup and you never really stop grieving the death of a loved one. It depends, you cannot compare, in my opinion, the trauma of being sexually molested as a child with the trauma of a divorce. As unbelievable, as crazy as the pain can be from a divorce, it is simply not the same as being a child who was helpless and being abused. And that is the hardest thing to do. We're not talking about like highly abusive relationships here. We're not talking about that. But if your relationship is, you're having a hard time in your relationship, if it's becoming unhealthy, if you're unhappy, whatever it is, you're just like, you're not happy, you have to look in the mirror and say, how am I contributing to what's not working? Because a lot of people, I would say most people, get into relationships and there's an unconscious expectation that we all have. We cannot deny the force that is romanticism and the influence of the soulmate and the perfect partner. And we go in and we think this person, even if we intellectually understand this is not true, we have this expectation, this person is going to be perfect. They're going to embody everything that my parent who sucked didn't embody.
Right.
And they are going to see me completely. They're going to understand me completely. They're going to soothe my inner child and they're going to be perfect.